That's him. He's happy with that. It sure looks good. Looks like a good sled setting, but our finished flagman Scott Jones going over there and talk to him and the sled operator, and I'll keep it. One of 3 Pennsylvania trucks in the class. Hand for the crew and the driver there, fans. Well, Hitchcock ought to be happy with that. I'll find out in a minute and we'll let you know. Good looking, good running truck from down the road in Bunker Hill, West Virginia. We are good to go now for the first of 4 Chevys in a row. The Chevy guy. They are a winning team. Tight chain and a green flag for the Mountain Mule. That first place finish was at West End Fair in Gilbert. Jeremy said, I'll see you at the other end. Oh my goodness, that's not what she had in mind. The point of no return is 100 feet, and I don't know where she's at, but we'll find out here shortly. How about a tough luck round of applause for Charmaine Cart, fans? I'm sure she'd appreciate it. That's 129.68 disappointing feet. No cubes of hemi-headed big block Ford. Up from Martinsburg. Society from Stanley, Virginia, right to the cube limit of 650. Again, definitely going to need a tow tractor, and how about a hand for Brian Covey's fans? Boy, he gave it all it's got, and I believe the motor was ready to a nice big class here tonight. This evening. To Rambler for whatever reason. Don't want to take anything away from Michael Adair with the rock. It's got a big old Steve Schmidt motor in it. Watch this thing come to life. All right, the rock is getting it done. A nice hook there for Michael Adair, the only New Yorker in the class. 300.76 feet. About 3 clutch discs slipping there to get her pulled up and tight, and she's ready to rip now. Roger Tapscott with Tasmanian Terror 2 from White Post, Virginia. Thanks again to Sheehy GMC and Subaru of Hagerstown, Maryland. They're going to be out here in the sponsors parade later on. Through the crowd, folks. Good tight chain now. Let's see how it goes for Brad Broy and cash only. Thanks to this young man with his David Brown 1200 doing tow tractor duty, and he's bringing in that sharp looking tractor to get ready for the hot farm class. Green is out now for Tenacious. Jewel fans. She broke the front drive shaft and then the right axle broke. The front end's all boogered up. The distance is the site contracting business. All right, we are good to go now with East Coast Diesel Pro Stock four-wheel drive trucks. I should say super stock now. East Coast Diesel super stock. Hopefully nothing's broken, but if it is, wouldn't be any wonder. That was a rough ride, unfortunately. Got a lot of vehicles and equipment going around there. Don't want anyone getting injured. Square body fans, this old GMC started life as an 85 K2500. That means she was factory four-wheel drive, but it sports a 6.7 Cummins now. 11th year for Kervin Zimmerman of Leola, Pennsylvania on pulling, and I think you'll like this GMA called the Outlaw. Boy, he's having a tough time of it, way out past the 100-foot mark before the trouble started, so he's riding it out there and getting all he could. Ride, but think of the power these trucks are making. That is violent. The RPMs are unreal. .62 feet. Oh boy, rough start, but he's going to have a second attempt. Let's hope he can have a second attempt. Got a couple trucks that need 64. So James has it refired, and let's hope it goes better on the second attempt for James Barter. Beyond disappointing. You can hear the power trying to come out of that truck, but they go to bite into that truck. So second at the last event was Albert Brown. Here's a rare truck, folks, an original Magnum Superliner. They only made 186 of them. It's called Back in Black. Sports 998 cubic inches of V8 Mac out of Newmanstown, Pennsylvania. Albert Brown. Good, and I believe we're going to get 2 thumbs up. How about a nice hand for Albert Brown, fans? We'll see if he's pleased with that. First attempt. 285, 66. How fitting for the 85 Mac Superliner. Yep, 2 thumbs up, according to Scott. Okay. This one will scare you with RPMs, and it'll pop and crack and carry on, and the birthday boy is not going to cut it any slack. This guy is a cancer survivor, and he told me a long time ago he makes every day worthwhile, and today's his birthday, so it's going to be a double whammy. This is a big engine. 6 separate cylinder heads on a KTA 600. They made a 450, 500, 600, and it's like finding a 427 side oiler Ford motor now. They are very rare. Now watch this thing make power. Here comes pressure time, the final one running for points here tonight. Fire coming off of that turbo and out that bike, boy, the EGTs are feeling the needle on that one. 303.89, guessing you how it goes for this new Mac Titan. John Shepard's just as anxious. Well, there he killed all the lights. There you go. Laser won't have any problem getting a 0 now. And this is the final one here tonight, fans. I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate all the sponsors and competitors and helpers, and appreciate your attendance. Enjoy your Memorial Day. I see the kill switch cable was too short, so that's smoke coming out those twin stacks now. So we're good to go. We got a 2-stack Mac, but no shack on the back on this one. She's a day cab. And this is one way to find out, besides just putting a bunch of weight on it and running up and down 81. not bad. Turbo sneezing a little bit, and pretty tall gear, but not bad. And that's how they check it out. It's the first time I've seen that one go. I'm sure he's learning.